Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Canisius College EduFair 2022 University of Arizona presentation. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Sam, and I will be moderating the session. Without further ado, let's head straight to the presentation of the University of Arizona that will be presented by Ms. Tree and Ms. Rennie. But first, we have Professor Marshall Scott to start the presentation. So Professor Marshall, the stage is yours.
All right, thanks, Sam, and thanks for joining us this morning. Real quick, let me tell you a little bit about the University of Arizona. It's a Research One university in the U.S. Does about $750 million worth of funded research every year. It's a top 50 university in the U.S. It's top 20 National Science Foundation funding. It's top 3 for NASA, number 1 for astronomy. One of the things that's kind of cool is you can see the football stadium in the background. Underneath the football stadium is where they build all of the lenses for the telescopes. So when you hear about the Hubble Space Telescope or any of the ones used for deep space exploration, they're actually manufactured at the University of Arizona in a lab underneath the football stadium. So it's one of the top research universities in the world. The opportunity that we want to talk to you today about is the opportunity to get a University of Arizona degree in Indonesia. We have a partnership with University in Jakarta that allows you to actually complete your University of Arizona degree without ever leaving Indonesia. Why is that important? Again, I'm not going to take up a lot of your time, but let me just tell you this. There's a horrible youth unemployment crisis in Indonesia, as you may know, and you probably know friends or family that have a hard time finding a job after they finish college. Last year was about 1 million unemployed university graduates for a full year. The reason that young people are unable to get jobs after completing a university is because they don't learn what they need to know. World has changed, and the skills that people are looking for are really understanding complexity, being able to solve complex problems, being able to show leadership capability and to collaborate with other people, powerful problem-solving skills, and then lastly, but equally important, the ability to communicate powerfully, impactfully with those around you. Those are skills typically not developed in Indonesian universities. Degree programs are linear. You declare a major, you study one thing. And that's not good enough for most employers today. They're looking for a much more well-rounded skill set when they look for employees. So I'm going to stop there and turn it over to my colleagues, Ms. Tree and Ms. Rennie, to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Schott. So I'm just going to take it from here. Good morning, everybody, and happy Sunday to all of you. Just a quick brief, I think Dr. Schott has mentioned quite a summary of the overview of the University of Arizona, but there are a few things that I would like to highlight what you want to know about UFA in overall. So if we could start from where the location is, where are we at? Oh, we have a very short video for you to find out more about Arizona. Let me just play for it first, and then we'll come back to it.
This is my song, and nothing can make it die. It's been so long, and it's stronger. I know why, and I wonder if you really, really know that as long as I live, I will sing my song for you.
Okay, thank you. So that's pretty much a very quick overview about the city itself. And let me just quickly tell you where are we located. So U of A is actually somewhere in the southern Arizona. To the north, that's where Nevada, Colorado is. And then to the west, I think everybody knows what California is around. And also we have to the east, New Mexico, and somewhere down to the south, that will be Mexico. So that's pretty much where we are located in the map. We can go on to the next slide. So here you can see quite a distance. We're about 9,300 miles apart, Jakarta and Arizona. So that's about 20 over hours flight with 2 connecting flights to Arizona. So that's quite far. And our time zone, I think this is also important for everyone to know. We are about 14 hours ahead in Jakarta than Arizona. So it's our Sunday morning, and it's at Saturday night at Arizona. So that's pretty much the time difference and how far we are apart. And in the U of A, we have the highest graduation rate. Most of our students, they graduate on time, and our retention rate from the first year students, they're pretty much high in retention rate. So most of our students graduate on time, and most importantly, they would get a job after their graduations. So I think Dr. Schott has already mentioned a few of this. We are top 1% by the university rankings. And again, I'd like to highlight we are number 20 in public research. We spend about $760 million every year for this research. So this is a thing for the university. In terms of the return on investment, I'll go on and explain later, and I can show you why we would call this a return. Number one, return on investment. About being a student, you also would like to invest your time and money. So this is the thing and why there's a value when you join and being a student at U of A. And we are very student-centered. We have a dedicated career center and the engagement 100% to our student. This is where you can find anything about career after your graduation at the U of A. And we have over 100 plus undergraduate majors. We could show you a link, but of course we're not gonna have time to talk about it all. But please, if you have time and interested and would like to discuss and find out more, we are here available for you. We can definitely discuss with this. And then, we do remind our students before you actually start your applications to any of the university, major is something that you might want to have a lot of consultations with the counselors. So here are pretty much our top subject at U of A. Again, we have a list of them, a lot of them, and each of them have a different objective and career pathway for you. So to find out more, let's discuss over the Q&A sessions, or probably you would like to set up a different time, feel free to do so. Okay, so I'm going to explain here, which is the main thing that there's two ways for you to get a degree at U of A. Here in Indonesia, Jakarta, you can apply to our with our partner university, which is Sampurna University, and we offer the dual degree programs at our micro campus of U of A Jakarta. So here you can complete your 4 years together with your Sarjana degree and also a bachelor degrees from U of A. Or you can have another option is the transfer pathway, which is quite popular for our students because they would like to have the exposure and the experience studying abroad. So they choose to transfer to our main campus. So when you are on our main campus, of course, you will only complete your bachelor degree without the local degree from Indonesia. So that's the main difference between the single degree and the dual degree from our micro campus, UA Jakarta. So this is pretty much also explaining you the different pathway that we could do while you are here in Jakarta, or you actually choose the pathway to transfer to main campus. So this is more about the structure on the first year and the second year. You will fulfill the requirements for the degree, which is we have our foundation. First 2 year is more on the general education and the foundation course that takes you to your major concentration. So for example, if you're a business student and you will do your lower divisions or first 2 years of the Gen Ed plus your foundation course that needs to fulfill before transferring to the business school, the LL management program from U of A. And then the third year and the fourth year, when you're transferring, whether you are in our campus here, micro campus at UA Jakarta, or the main campus in Tucson, then you will begin your third year and fourth year major concentration and the rest of the courses that you need to get your bachelor degrees. There's another thing I'd like to highlight too. There are many things I'd like to highlight, but this is something that's very, very interesting to all of us here for this big opportunity where you can actually study a semester, study abroad to Arizona. Just this past summer, we have about 20 over students that actually joined this program. They are studying at Arizona during the summer time, just the summer that passed. So they are now back, and then they were overwhelmed. They were happy about the experience. They feel like this is something that they could actually have the additional values experiencing the semester abroad and then enjoying the time when they're studying there. Okay, in the U of A, we prepare students for international level kind of a career. So you definitely will be well prepared for your international language and also multinational exposure of the career and opportunities. Well, higher income compared to the rest. And we are really focused on the developing critical thinking and problem solving for all of our students. So that's really something that we are committed to prepare for our student at U of A, whether you are at the U of A main campus or whether you are at the U of A micro campus in Jakarta. Now, this is something that you would like to find out, of course, how much. Now, if you remember, I mentioned about the return on investment. This is something that you want to have a comparison, a good comparison of the numbers. So overall, if you study in the U of A main campus, you have about 55,000 a year to spend, 55,000 a year US dollars. But when you come to our main campus, micro campus at UA Jakarta, you can save this as much as maybe that will bring me to the next slide. But you can see the cost breakdown, kinda. Now, this is what I'm talking about. So when you are in UA Jakarta, our partner universities, you only pay 11,000 a year. So I think your parents would love to find out how much the difference of the finance that we're talking about. But this is something for you to consider. Investment, again, time and money, but money is also an issue. So now this is something that you want to do the calculations before you actually decided like what you want to do. Alumni, here we have some alumni that actually did Anthony, he did transfer pathway. So he's one of the students who started with the first 2 years in Sampurna University with a degree of accounting, foundation degree of accounting. So meaning that he's studying the first 2 years in accounting focus, and then he transferred on the third and the fourth year to the main campus. And then he completed his degree in Bachelor of Science in accounting. So this is one of example of our student who actually complete the transfer pathway. And we also have a few more other students that I'd like to highlight as well. These are the three students who's the same as Anthony. They also transferred to main campus. And if you remember from my slide, I said about the graduations and the exposure of where students after they graduate. You might want to look at the profile of Biondi. He's one of our students who completed his degree in our main campus, and he's now working at this company called, okay, let me see. It's called Gold Kidney Health Plan. So he's one of our mechanical engineering students and completed his degree in the UA, and now he's working in the US with this health plan company. And Faye is our business student. And she's back in Jakarta now, and she's with this company called Ventura, which is an investment company. So if you could see our profile, our students, they are really well exposed by the whole experience that they get, whether they are in Jakarta or whether they are in our main campus. But this is really something that the value they receive once they graduate from the our U of A degree. Okay, let's see. And then these are another example of our students. Okay, this is basically, you have also the options. I think I forgot to highlight that you also have these options to actually transfer out to other university. These are the other students that we have. They transferred to Rafi. He transferred to Penn State with a food science degree. And also we have Navira, who is transferring to NYU with his business and technology management. So these are the example of students. We have quite a number of students who actually choose this pathway. So this is where we show the flexibility, the seamless transfer program that we offer here with our micro campus partners. So this is something that you would like to consider if you are into the higher education in the US. So here are some of our companies that we have a ton of lists. We have more lists than here, but this is where our students are being exposed during the study in the semester 6 or 7. Some students might start early. When they were doing their internship, they were in these companies. So before you graduate, you already get the exposure of having some experience with the multinational company. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I'll turn it over to Ms. Rani. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tri. Okay, now it's my turn to explain about the admission. So everyone already know how about our program. So the next step is I would like to share then what the faculties and study programs that we have in micro campus of University Arizona in Jakarta, which is Sampurna University. So we have 4 faculties. We have Faculty of Engineering and Technology. We have Faculty of Business. we have Faculty of Education, and then the last one is Faculty of Arts and Science. So everyone, if you can see on the screen, we have study programs with the aesthetic one. That's the study programs that we have double degree with University of Arizona, such as mechanical engineering, industrial engineering, computer science, information system management, and then the newest one is the psychology. So we can discuss a little bit more detail in the application. So for the entry requirements, of course, you have to finish your high school. So make sure you will get the certificate by next year before you start the class with us. But for the grade 12, you can start apply with us by fill out online application form. Normally, the application fee is cost 500,000 rupiah. But for today, I will share you the waiver code so you don't have to pay for it. And after you complete all the application, you can take our placement test. We have placement tests with the American standard. So every student in the US before starting the college, they'll do the same placement test like in Sampurna University. Okay. So if you have TOEFL or IELTS already, you can submit to us to waive the basic test. So you don't have to take basic test. That the subject for the basic test is only English, like reading, listening, writing. So if you have TOEFL IBT 61 or IELTS 5.0, you can submit to us, so you don't have to take the basic test. And then if you already have the SAT or ACT, meaning you don't have to take the placement test, it's like direct admission to us. Okay. And then apart from that, we also have the scholarship program. So in Sampurna University, we have two kinds of scholarship. This is the partial scholarship. We have Sampurna University Merit Award or SUMA. So in year 1 and year 2, this is the scholarship based on your test actually. So you'll be eligible to get 25% until 50% scholarship based on your test, but you have to maintain your GPA minimum 2.75. And then we also have the Educators and Accounting Award. And this is also based on the test. For the year 1 and year 2, the scholarship is up to 100%. But you don't have to worry. In year 3 and 4, we have Dinsley Scholarship. This is the scholarship based on your GPA. Okay, so our scholarship is like tuition fee scholarship, not the enrollment fee. Because for the enrollment fee one, we have the discount. We call early payment benefit, 75% off. So normally the enrollment fee is 20 million rupiah, but with this payment benefit 75% off, so you only pay for 5 million. So this is the students from last intake that get the partial scholarship. And now for the full scholarship, we call Spark Presidential Scholarship, cover for 4 years, and then the scholarship is 100%. So to get the scholarship, you have to choose double degree majors, like I already said, or I already mentioned before. And then while doing the study in Sampurna University, you have to maintain the minimum GPA for 3.25. Okay, and then after that, this is also based on your test result. And after that, we have the last assessment is interview and essay. So meaning if you get this eligible to get this scholarship, you only pay for the enrollment fee, which is 5 million rupiah. Okay, this is the student that already get the SPS, yeah, from our last intake. So hopefully, if you are interested to get our scholarship, so you can apply now. This is the link and also the barcode. And as I said before, if you apply today, you don't have to pay to the application fee. You can put the waiver code PSR234. Okay, or if you have find difficult to apply, so you can contact me as well. So you can contact us and then we will help your application process. I think that's all from me about the admission and scholarship program from Sampurna University. And now I'll return to Sam. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sri and Ms. Rani, for the presentation. Now I'm going to open the Q&A session. To anyone that wants to ask a question to Ms. Sri, Ms. Rani, or even Dr. Shot, you can go ahead and write it in the EduFair application chat. Okay, it seems we only have time for one question. This is from Jonathan Christopher Panjaitan. Is there a double degree program for the University of Arizona? If there is, with what campus in Indonesia is University of Arizona collaborating with?
Okay, so I'll take that one. We collaborate with Sampurna University. We offer the double degree with our partner in Indonesia. It's the same curriculum and it leads to the same degree as you get in the U.S.
Okay, thank you. There is one more question from Samuel C. Hombing. Is there a dorm in the University of Arizona?
Yeah, we have. I think there's 14 or 15 residential complexes, house about capacity for the dorms is about 10 or 11,000 students. So there's a lot of dorms,
Okay, that's it for our Q&A session. Thank you. It looks like we're nearing the end of our session. To Ms. Sri and Ms. Rani or Dr. Shot, do you perhaps want to give a closing statement before the session ends?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just wrap up by saying that look, you've got an opportunity to get a U.S. education in Indonesia, and it's by design. It will give you a better education for one thing. More importantly, it's going to give you an opportunity to compete globally for jobs. The whole purpose of this is to empower Indonesian young people to be competitive in a global job market. And that's simply not possible if you graduate from a local university. You don't have the kinds of skills and knowledge that are required to compete with students from ASEAN, for example, from Singapore, from Thailand, from other parts of ASEAN, much less the rest of the world. And so, again, this particular program is designed so that Indonesian young people have the same kind of preparation, the same kind of credential as those who study in the U.S. So it's worth taking a look at. And because it's here, it's a lot cheaper, obviously.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Sri and Ms. Rani and Dr. Shot. I'm now going to close the session.
All right,
But before
thanks,
that, I want to remind everyone here that if you want to learn more about the University of Arizona, then you can check out the virtual booth in the EduFair application or the EduFair website. There, you will find links that will give you more detailed information. This event is sponsored by AFA Insurance, BCA, BizNet, Premier Bintaro Hospital, Starbus, Papa Sawit Indonesia Business Association, Kurnia Mitra Duta Sentosa, Gramedia, Compass.com, Sonora FM, C Today, and Liputan 6.